Hello, guys. I think we are live and ready to go. Welcome to the live stream. Good morning, and let's get ready. So today is the 31st, December 31st. It's the last day of the year. It's the last day of the month, last trading day of the month, of the year, and of the decade. Yeah, big stuff. So I was looking at a few things pre-market moving, but I didn't end up pulling the trigger on any of them. Although NVCN, whoo, that one really got me excited. So I'm just gonna pull that one up. It's the last one on our watch list of our top three. Was a little careful because just the $100 volume was a little lower, but pre-market it's really been spiking. So this one was crazy. It was up 200%. We'll talk about it in a little bit. For everyone that's new here, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the playback, depending which one you're watching. Typically, we go live at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. We're 2 minutes behind schedule, but that's fine. So then we talk about the watch list first. We trade the market open for about 30 minutes. So around 45 to 50 minutes, we wrap up the whole entire live stream. And if you guys have any questions, there's an FAQ section in the video description below. And yeah. Welcome to the channel, Heiko from South Florida Fishing Channel. Yeah, let's dive into the watch list. So the first thing we got on our list is FCEL. Let me quickly just go over to it. This one's one of the bigger ones. It's more of a mid cap. We typically don't trade something this big, but it's 200 million market cap, 170 million float. It's a U.S. industrial electronical equipment company. It's gapping 37%. Now, it did have a pretty solid pullback twice now. But overall, this one's looking really solid. So here you can see that's 37% gap up, and then this pullback around 10%, maybe like 11, 12% or something like that. But overall, this one's looking really good. It could keep going. It kind of has clear skies ahead. It just has to get over this kind of 2.4, 2.5 area. A lot of resistance right there. So let's see if we can crack that area. Let me just go to the long-term chart to see, show you guys what's going on. And the one thing also to consider about this one, it has no new news. The last article was a PR article on the 27th, stating some new commercial operations. Big projects, but at the same time, this thing has been selling off extensively. It has reverse splits. It has financings. So you just got to watch out with something like this. I mean, this could really just go in one direction, and that's the downside. There's probably a lot of people really happy to sell into these areas, and right now the stock is right around this 2.4 area. 2.3 or something like that. So big resistance right here because this was a former gap down area. So yeah, I just want to keep that in mind. I mean, near big resistance and no news. Last time we had one of these, it ran a little bit in the first 15 minutes and it was totally crushed after that. So let's go to the next one, ONCY. Ooh, I've been having just the weirdest schedules lately. I can't, I love the holidays, but I'm super excited to really dive into the challenge and, be back onto a really nice routine. Morning, Andrew. So ONCY, is that one already up? Yes, it is. This one's a little closer. So 102 million market cap again, a bit higher on the market cap range, but it's fine. 25 million floats. This is really ideal. Canadian biotech gapping 17%, not holding its highs very well. So this one might not even open green. We'll have to be careful here. Fifth green day, big green day in a row. And no new news since the 12th. So this one's getting very dry out there. And just check out the long-term chart as well. This is the few days of big green movement to the upside that we've been having. And you see right around here is kind of a lot of support. Whoops, why is that not clicking? Sorry about that. Right in this $4 area, some tremendous resistance. Just because there was some big support here multiple times, and then once the support gave away, it really sold off. So there might be a lot of people in this area that are trying to get out of their positions that still have leftover limit orders. So naturally, it's going to be seeing a lot of resistance in this area. And you can see we did break above it pre-market just a little bit, and a lot of times pre-market, not all orders go off pre-market. So this could fire off some market orders and whatnot, some stops right in the market open. I would be a little careful with this one. We'll keep a close eye on it. The other one, NVCN, I keep wanting to say M, but it's N. 30 million market cap, 7 million float, Canadian medical appliances and equipment company. It's gapping 200%, already pulled back really aggressively at one point. Oops, let me quickly go here. And this is the pullback I was looking at around 8 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, I was like, I want to give this one a little bit longer. Then right here, exactly at 8:18, this would have been the time to buy it. I actually had my original limit order here to buy this one at 620 or something like that, a little 627. If we bought this one and we held it all the way, it would have been a 30% bounce. I mean, there's no way I would have held all the way into that. I probably would have sold here near that first shoulders for a 9% bounce. But really interesting. I like this one. You know, missing that first entry, we probably could have gone ahead and re-entered here. Maybe even here as we were kind of holding this area, but I don't know. This isn't really something that I wanted to trade. But this one is up with news. FDA approval application for a neovasc reducer. Not something that I really know what it is. Oop. My watch is freaking out right now. Sorry about that. All right, let me get back on track. Yeah, so NVCN might be something we're going to trade. Definitely a lot of dollar volume coming in on this one. Definitely a lot of new dollar volume coming in on this one. But let's see, I don't know. Also, SVRA, something that looks really, really interesting from the day before, but now it's, you know, it's in the red. It didn't really hold its highs very well. So I don't know if we're going to be trading this one. And then SAVA, again, kind of a similar situation, former gapper. I think both these have a really high chance of crashing. You can see SAVA is already selling off really extensively. But both these could be really good dip buys, especially near the $4 or $5, some really big whole number support. We'll see if we do that. I'm not really sure. Good news is we have 3 trades we can make today because with this new allocation, we have, if we want to allocate about $1,000 per trade, we could make 3 trades today. So that would be bringing down our average trading amount. I mean, we've kind of been creeping up our position sizes now to about $1,400. So it would kind of reduce our position size from what we've been getting used to. But I think I would put a lot of value on just being able to trade more, to be honest. As I talked about in all yesterday's video. ASRT, let me check it out. We still have 4 minutes and 50 seconds till the market opens, so we have plenty of time. How come you guys are looking at ASRT? Why are you guys looking at it? $103 million market cap, 80 million shares outstanding, so it's definitely a small cap. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, that's right. Just for some reason, the wrong chart popped up. ASRT, here we go. Whoo, wow, what a gap down, huh? I'm not sure what happened here. Let's see. Earnings conference. So they had horrible earnings here. They got completely crushed. Let's zoom in a little bit, see what's going to be going on in this one. Big resistance here at 1.75. It tried to bounce up from this area. So I would be pretty cautious with this one. I don't know what news it's up. I don't know why you guys are checking it out. All right. Quickly check. Yeah, so let me check my past watch list. Look this one up. Yeah, I see it. So yeah, what I said on that day, I said there was a 91 million market cap. So obviously the market cap has grown. 79 million float. Okay. So it's about the amount of shares outstanding. So this is USA Drugs Company. It was gapping up 30% because insiders were buying it. Strong buy from Oppenheimer as well. Decent support of 1.3. I said, not sure if I'll trade this one. Okay. Yeah, the support of 1.3 is really, really nice. Let's check out the pre-market. Okay, not really much activity going on. Slow mover. I mean, for day trading, I wouldn't day trade this one. If you guys are looking to buy it because of news, or you guys know something about the company that I don't, maybe it's a good investment long term, I don't know. Last news was on the 27th, ASRT versus PCRX. Which stock is better? And that's a okay, from Zaxby's. I think the insider buying, if you ever see that, that's usually a really bullish sign. So there's got to be something good about this company that the insiders know. This thing could really, run in theory. It's finding a lot of support at this 1.3 area. And if this support holds and it breaks that $2, $1.7 resistance, there's a good chance, this thing could keep on running. It won't have probably too much more resistance till about 2.5, 3.5. But this giant gap down really makes me worried. That does not look good. I would have to look more into this company. Also, remember, anything that I talk about is something that I'm looking to day trade that day and that morning, and that's it. It's the gap and go strategy. It's very specific. I'm not looking for things to, buy and invest in, stuff like that. And the reason this one was on my watch list is because it just had news coming out and a lot of volume. You can see that right over here. This was the 27th, and it was gapping up pre-market, looking really good. And then, opening bell, this thing was super volatile. So, buying on the dip near that 1.3 area and selling near the top, you could land, quick 14% profit. Now, I mean, that's probably a trade I would never make. But there's volume in this, and that's really the important part. So right now the volume has dried up a little bit. So the news has kind of been digested. Maybe it's still a good long-term pick, but for day trading, it would be hard to day trade this one. Nobody's watching it right now. All right, 30 seconds till the market opens. I have no limit orders out there. I'll probably take today really cautious. Like I said, I haven't been on my normal routine, and no point in jumping on any trade right away. I'm gonna have FCEL. Here we go. You. Check out INPX. This one's rallying super hard. Pre-market runner, 21%, huge. NVCN really has the dollar volume today. I'm gonna keep focus on this one. Huge gap up. Check out where it is on the chart. It's around $7. So in this huge resistance area. Some pullback back to 679 could be really interesting. SAVA pulling back as well in the morning. Found some nice support though. Solid little bounce here. Five is going to be big support for this one. FCEL at $2 now. I'm going to keep a little bit more attention on NVCN. Biggest percentage gain and biggest dollar volume. Two things you usually want to look for. You can see that in the scanner right here on the left. Selling off pretty hard though. If I wanted to buy this one, I'd probably be looking for about 170 position size. Big support here at 6.5. There's a good chance that that's going to hold. So you can see ASRT is just not moving at all. So it'd be really hard to day trade that one. Check out these moves. So this red candle alone was a 14% dip. Crazy, huh? Really fast moves on it. This could be a classic red to green move, NVCN. That usually happens around 15 minutes into the market open. Kind of a calm morning for me. Not seeing those big green volume candles right out of the gate, so I wanted to be a little bit more careful, not exactly the patterns I'm looking for. I do like the support at $2. This would have been a trade I would probably be interested in, but especially with the amount of volume on this one, it's just kind of a lot. Market cap and everything. 5-minute chart looking really good. Big bounce here. Yeah, this would have been a really good trade. FCEL at $2. That probably would have been the first good trade today. Again, I missed that one. Totally fine. Check out ONCY. Really nice support here. It found at $4 and started running up to the... Let's see, what's the next resistance level at this one? Okay, so this one could technically keep just running. Not a lot of resistance ahead. Looking really good. Let's see if we can get a little pullback here. If we would enter this one, we'd probably want something closer to $200 position size. Former breakout zone. Are always one of my favorite entries. This one could be a really nice entry. I'm just going to keep following this one. If I wanted to enter this, I'd probably be looking at something close to 4.26. Might be a little too conservative though. Something like right around here is what I'd be looking for. I think there's a good chance that this one's going to crack right now. Okay, well, boom, that happened right away. So yeah, something around the 4.2. I don't know if I'm going to get this one, but I do like that pullback. Check out the 5-minute pullback here we have in the chart right below in the middle. One of my favorite charts to look at for potential entries. You can kind of see that we had former support in this 4.28 area. Really, really nice. We broke out of that area, had a pullback, really healthy pullback, big volume, big green volume, all things that we look for. And it's also moving really nicely. So that green candle alone is 5%, all stuff we look for. Let's quickly check out what else is going on here. NVCN, kind of our top pick, has just kind of been slowly selling off today, but this could be a red to green move again, maybe in around 7 minutes. Let's kind of focus on this one. Put an alert here if it goes below 650. A little bit of a slow morning for me. Yesterday would have been a better trading day for me, but yesterday we didn't have any trades. So that's just kind of how the cookie was crumbled this time. Here we go. This NURO is actually kind of interesting. It's kind of what we're looking for. Big break to the upsides. You know, this one's quite a big runner too, 20%. Pulling back to the former support area. The bounce is a little weak, but still quite nice. I don't know what the news on this one. This was not on my watch list, but I do like the general chart pattern a little bit. You know, this probably would have been the entry right here because we had that pullback, really quick pullback. Breaking to new highs now. This could be a breakout buy. Let's see what happens here. Really, really nice. Dollar volume flowing in. Nice market cap. 26 million shares outstanding. Everything looked really good. And remember, guys, this one has been, you know, running for a lot lately, so that's another reason to be a little careful on this one. NVCN, if anything, is probably the most attractive. Checking out FCEL very quickly, again with that support at $2, looking pretty good, but might be breaking higher now. Usually I'll be really fixated on one or two stocks. I don't know if I have that feeling today of, you know, having that like, okay, I really like this one. There's nothing kind of blowing me away. Just gonna keep watching. Maybe something will compile. We got probably about 19 more minutes now for the gap and go strategy. And then we'll be looking from 10 to 11 for pullbacks and reversals. Big resistance at 5, so it looks like it was just shut down right there at 5. I'm actually from Florida, the States. I'm often in Germany or somewhere in Europe because I've been traveling a lot lately. Pure motivation. Good question though. I'm not gonna lie, ONCY is a good fun one to watch. I just don't have that, you know, feeling that I want to be trading it somehow. NVCN finally breaking to the upside here. This is what we're looking for. This is that red to green move. I wonder if we're going to be able to jump in on this one. Let's see what happens here. Big support in this area, obviously. 776 would be quite a nice entry. I'm just going to see what a potential entry would look like. Really nice. See if we can get a little pullback on this one. So this is official red to green move. I'd be looking for a quick pullback, an entry on a pullback. All right, we are long on this position. Let's see what happens here. We had the pullback entry down about 5% right now. Looking for a reversal soon here. Pullback was a little bit more aggressive than I was expecting, 7.24. Don't really want to see the price going much below that. Or else I'm going to be out of this trade. All right. $15, we got out of this trade. Bigger loss, not the worst trade. Perks with trading was a smaller position size. This is going to be a good recap. I didn't trade this one that good. Okay, we're down $96 on this trade. Not the best. I'm going to have to think about this one for a little bit. I actually kind of like this pattern. Pullback, didn't really get that one. Still green on the month, but this trade, again, kind of following. I've been on a very slippery slope this last week and a half, so kind of annoying. But I think this one was just halted. So NVCN was just halted, which means we cut our losses probably a little bit too slow, but we cut our losses and we cut our losses, period, because this one might open up much lower. Yeah. I'll talk about this in the recap, but basically I was looking for a breakout, pullback, and then a continuation to the upside. Now, when I was in this trade, I was thinking, okay, since this didn't pull back that aggressively, and we had to wait for the second candle to pull back, it might not be so much of a good entry anymore, and I probably should have listened to my gut instincts and got out of that trade. But that's just how it is. Nice part is, we have 2 more trades to make today if we wanted to. Oftentimes, I only had the ability to make 1 trade, and that's, really stressful. So now we are way, way more fluid, and that's, you win some, you lose some. It's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. This was a fast mover, and I was probably, it just wasn't my trade. If it's halted, does that mean I can't sell from Andrew? Yeah, you can't. No one could trade for the next 5 minutes. And when it's halted, it usually continues to go in the direction that it was halted in. So luckily, do you have a position on that, or what's your current situation? Just checking out some of these other stocks. So let's see. The ONCY probably would have been the best pick with this first pullback, like we were kind of looking at, but I didn't pull the trigger on this one. I was waiting for a pullback a little bit bigger. This one ran 18%, so boom. This time we just picked the wrong one, but that just happens. All right, looks like 2 of you guys, Andrew and Emmanuel, are in this one. So it doesn't mean you won't be able to get out, but just, keep in mind that you might want to. Good news is there's massive support at 675 roughly, right around here. 674, 675. I also took a bigger loss on this one. I didn't have the best entry. Actually, I had a pretty nice entry. I had the entry I was looking for, so I'm not complaining about the entry. Again, just my exit was a little slower than ideal. Not my last 3 trading days. It's kind of like on a little losing streak at the moment. But we're still up over 60% success ratio, which is really nice. Yeah, that was a quick dipper, huh? You got to watch out with these flyers. So this one was paused at 46, which means it's going to be opening up pretty much now in 15 seconds. It's going to be really interesting. Here we go. It was a really quick and fast dip that it had. Here we go. Bouncing back to the upside. 22, 21. Watch out, this thing could sell off very quickly. 15. We got out at 15. That's where I got out. 7 holding. 6.9. Okay, now it's 6.95. Woohoo! This thing is flying to the downside. 6.5 major support. I would watch out. This thing could crack. And if it cracks, could go fast. Hope you guys were able to cut your stops. EVSI. This one was apparently halted. No, wait. EVSI, this one. Oh, there you go. It's quite the runner on this one. No volume though. Wow, this one moved so fast, huh? Yeah, we were down 70 cents on this one. Kind of on the high range. Yeah, a little bit higher than usual. Okay, let's see. Day trading is resumed, blah, blah, blah. Seeing a little bit of bounce in this area. FCEL is making some nice moves to the upside now, approaching that 2.5 area again. 13% move to the upside. All nice moves, guys. We're seeing a lot of stuff flying in nice directions. Wasn't really feeling comfortable on any of them. Did like the NVCN trade, but this time that one didn't work out. So it's totally okay. Totally something that happens all the time. You win some, you lose some. That's kind of how trading is. You just don't want to, hold something overnight or fall in love with a stock. That could be really, really painful. ONCY might break out again. NVCN at $7. What makes me a little bit worried about NVCN is we had one failed break to the upside here, and we had a second failed break to the upside here. I was expecting that this could be a really nice green to red move. It's kind of what I was talking about the whole time, but didn't really work out as planned, and that one got totally rejected. I don't know if I'll be trading this one again, unless we see a perfect setup. I don't want to overtrade. I don't want to revenge trade. If I see a good setup, I'm going to go for it. Otherwise, pause or off. Pause or down. 4 more minutes till 10 o'clock. FCEL looks like it might not break out of this one for now. Might have a nice little pullback first. Put an alert here on this one. I think FCEL buy at $2 and the ONCY buy at $4 would have been a really good trade. I think next time I want to focus a little bit more on those long-term potential reversal points. You can see here $4. You know, when we pulled back to $4 pre-market, that just, you know, screams like a good entry, big support line bounce, and that should have been probably the trade I made today. But hey, what can you do? So we got out on this one at 7:15. This was like a 8-9% loss. Not really the best trade I could have made, especially to end my 30, to end the year, the decade. But you know, you can't pick and choose your trades in terms of when they're always going to be winners. You know. So 140, we entered at 784, 715 we closed. Yeah, 8.8% loss. I probably should have been buying as we started identifying support here and started moving to the upside. But yeah, I mean, 20% pop. Yeah, that could have been a really good one. I don't know. We basically bought on the breakout here. Hope you guys were able to close out your positions. Remember, losses are totally okay. They happen all the time. The best traders are only right 70% of the time. So just totally don't be stressed out about it. I'm still looking at the top three. I really liked all of them. I think the picks in general were nice. However, you know, we trade kind of the wrong stuff. This one as well, you know, red to green move, having a first pullback here and then pop into the upside. Really nice run. You know, 11%. So this could have been one of the trades that we made. We also could have traded ONCY. Also popping up to the upside, pulling back. Really nice move here, 20%. So, you know, it's kind of a numbers game. And that's why I'm excited to have more trades, because we could have easily traded just either ONCY or FCEL and, you know, been on the money. But, you know, we traded NVCN, and this time it just didn't work out for us. So that's just how it is. I do like this pullback. Check out the ONCY pullback, breakout, pullback, and then runs to the upside. This one's really, really clean. Love that. Really, really nice. Big resistance could pop up near 6. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of mark that. Kind of keep that in mind. Hooty hoo, this thing is rolling. Yeah, really nice. I'm going to be looking for bigger pullbacks now. Switch up my strategy a little bit just because, you know, now it's from 10 to 11. Sometimes you have really big runners, but you have oftentimes these pullbacks first. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. DFFN, yeah, it could be something to check out. How come you're looking at that one? Thing about FCEL to keep in consideration, it's the slowest mover. So even if you get, you know, this perfect move here, it's only 11%, which isn't, you know, as nice. Could be a really nice entry near 2.1. Yeah, actually it is. Check out the templates on TD Ameritrade. Here you can set it up. You could trade with brackets, which automatically sets those in place. You can also right here, if you right click the screen, you can say sell custom. This is really cool. It says sell stop limit. This is really sweet. You can basically set up a sell order to take profits and a stop order to stop your loss. And then you have two orders on the chart that are linked together. So if one gets executed, the other one will disappear. Really sweet. Don't use it often, but I have played around with it. For me, it's more like long-term stuff because short-term, sometimes it moves a little too quickly for me to set all that stuff up. NVCN below the 6.5. Sell limit is in, like, I want to sell at the price. Really, really nice breakout with ONCY. Goes all the way to $6 like we said, and then faces some resistance. Looking good. Clean chart. Yeah, you know what? NVCN, the chart just wasn't that clean. I probably should have really kept my paws off on this one. You know, we didn't have that clear, you know, breakout, pullback. This is a bit of a reversal move, which basically means the whole entire, you know, strategy is a little choppy in this area. What we want to look for, and I always say, and check out the video recap video from yesterday, we want that clean breakout to the upside and pullback. And honestly, ONCY was exactly that. So I don't know why we didn't just trade this one. Clean green volume breakout, pullback. Healthy pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout. This one, really, really nice. Like, I want to sell at a price that's higher than where the price is at. I hope I answered your question, by the way, Andrew. Check it out, play around with it, maybe on on the simulator, but you know, check out with stop limit. I think that's exactly what you're looking for. It places 2 links trades above the chart. So if it exits, the price goes up, you make money, and your limit gets executed, you're done. Otherwise, your stop limit gets executed. So it's really nice. I'll quickly pull up DFFN. See what you're looking at. Yeah, I mean, this one's not really moving. 400,000 volume. I mean, this thing is, oh wait, we're looking at ASRT. Why does it do that? I click on one, it pulls up something else. 600,000 though, dollar volume, 13 million market cap, 30 million shares outstanding. Nice little runner though in the morning. Again, guys, this is a really sketchy stock just because you can get stuck in this one. Big spread, and not just big spread, but like not a lot of trading going on. So you would never get even fully executed with like a $10,000, $20,000 position. And that's what we're practicing for. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up there. Super happy that you guys were able to trade with me on the last day of, you know, everything basically. Starting on Thursday, new year, new decade, super excited. We're going to really hopefully put this challenge into full swing and really hit some of those new highs. I think I'm going to be trading for another hour, and then I'll probably be making a recap video. So I'll see you guys later today for that one. I think NVCN looks like it's still going to be pulling back really nicely. FCEL, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be good. It has a little bit of resistance at 2.5, but definitely looking good. Yeah, 3 sections, that makes sense because one would be the limit order. I would recommend just playing around with it on the simulator. That way you can actually make some trades with it and get a little comfortable. That's 100% the thing. I can't really speak for it because I don't do it that much, so I don't want to give you wrong advice. But on the simulator, best place to practice with things like settings and what does this do. Not my favorite place to practice actual trading because I feel like you need the all the other aspects, such as emotional aspects and whatnot. Again, guys, if you guys want me to look at something, definitely, you know, tell me why. But I'll put that in the top soon, so you guys won't forget. Or else, I don't know why you guys want me to look at certain tickers. Just be like, this one is. Where is this one? Why is this not popping up? IMAC, here it is. Bada boom, bada bing. Watch out with this one. This one failed to hold the ties. 77% rally, really nice. $1 million volume, super low, but you know, probably could trade this one today. Check out all the past failed spikes. I would keep that in mind, that every time this thing tried to spike to the upside, it was totally crushed. And right now it's just being sold off into. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was under $1 within a few weeks. Could be wrong. I can always be wrong. This is what I think, and that's basically where it ends. I also have a very specific trading strategy. I'm going to focus on NVCN a little bit more. I think this one has a lot of potential to turn around. So guys, in the recap video, you'll see if I made another trade. If I did, let's hope it's a clean one. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being with me on the end of 2019. It's been a crazy start to the challenge, and I can't wait. I think the 3rd month is really going to, a lot of things are going to come together. So again, guys, I will see you later. Till next time, stay safe, make some awesome trades, party hardy, don't party too much. We got a challenge ahead of us. I'll see you later, guys. Till next time, ciao, ciao.